Alright there, YouTube, it's Krakoon again, bringing you another gameplay slash commentary, man. We're obviously still on the escalation map packs this time round. We're on Convoy. Yeah, that's correct. And actually, I don't even know why I saw that, I just saw it then in front of me. But obviously, I'm going to be using something quite a bit different this time round. And I know I brought a Mach 11 gameplay not so long ago with a silencer, and I've always been quite partial to the SMGs within Black Ops, and I've always liked to use them because I like to rush, and that's just the way I am. That's always the way I've been, especially in Modern Warfare 2 when it was more plausible to be able to rush about and be able to put in the same amount of work with an SMG to the same amount of work that you could do with an assault rifle. Because I don't know, the Mini Uzi silenced in Modern Warfare 2 was my go-to SMG because the thing was just a beast, man. No recoil or anything really, and you just put a couple of bullets into them and they go down. But this isn't Modern Warfare 2. This is Black Ops. So let's talk Black Ops, son. Using the gold Uzi, rapid fire, no other attachments, scavenger sleight of hand and marathon as usual, kind of a standard kind of rushing setup. Also, it's kind of a standard kind of perk rushing setup. Just my standard kind of perk setup anyway. I always seem to use these perks. I've got them all pro and everything as well, so I don't know really. This is a gameplay that I got today, and today's Tuesday, so at the time it's obviously still double XP weekend, but double XP weekend ends today. But as you can see there, yeah, I don't know what they've done. No, well, I don't know what they've done. I mean, I think Treyarch might have done something to the to the SMGs in Black Ops or something like that, because at the moment, man, when you're ever using rapid fire and on any type of SMG and shooting from the hip, it seems like the hip fire reticles have gotten a lot smaller, or the bullets are actually staying within the little firing from the hip reticles. So I'm not really too sure what's going on there, but I mean, maybe you can give me a bit of input on that as well. Maybe you've tried it out as well and you can notice some kind of difference. But I'm not sure whether or not it's with all the SMGs, but certainly from the Uzi, because I remember a time when the Uzi was absolutely garbage and generally I couldn't use the thing for nothing. But at the moment, at this current time, when I've just kind of been going back to all the SMGs and seeing what they're like and that kind of stuff, then it seems like they might have done something to it. I could be completely and utterly wrong, but seeing as though Treyarch don't inform us upon the information about what they do within these so-called patches or anything like that, there's obviously speculation about what happens, but I don't think anything is substantial evidence from Treyarch. But uh, I do believe that they may have done something to the SMGs to make them a lot better. I'm not sure what it is, but that was kind of another point that I was going to get on, because I think they've should have been doing something to the SMGs a long, long time ago. Like overall, the sniper rifles and all that kind of stuff. Because generally, I didn't think the sniper rifles need patched from the start. It was only a small majority of people that want to snipe, and there's probably a bigger majority of people that want to rush over sniping. I'd say anyway, in my opinion. But I know, in my opinion as well, I'd rather rush over sniping. So maybe they have done something to it, maybe not, but it's food for thought, I suppose. However, as I said, this gameplay is from today, and one of my subs has been, well, I've been talking to him a little bit and just talking generally about, like, what kind of content I keep on putting up, and I am aware that currently at the moment, with the new escalation map packs being out, I am doing quite a lot of a assault rifle usage, you could say. And obviously, if you're new to my channel, because back in the day when I wasn't even recording off a HD PVR, I was like doing it off my camera and everything. I always used to be rushing because I don't know, with the camera it was a whole lot easier to record your gameplay as well as do your commentaries along coincided with it at the same time. So back in the day, I used to do quite a lot of rushing gameplays, but now, recently, with the current state of Black Ops and the community and all this kind of stuff, rushing and SMG uses has kind of fallen off the grid, you could say. And I don't know whether or not that's the fault to do with Treyarch or whether it's just the community's fault, but I think it's partially probably a little bit of both because there's a load of assault rifles to use and there's hardly any SMGs. There is quite a few SMGs, don't get me wrong, but there are not as many SMGs as assault rifles. In my personal opinion, for primary weapons, there should be the same amount of primary weapons for every every primary weapon kind of what would you call it, like every kind of primary weapon class or anything like that, whether it's assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, sniper rifles, and I think that's the only four, I'm pretty sure. And pretty much, I think there should be like an equal amount of them, and then the choice varies out. But obviously, Treyarch has done their best to try and get equal balance and all that kind of stuff. And here, you saw me try and knife that guy in the back, but it didn't work, and just goes to show that like the knife in Black Ops is extremely screwed, and the only reason I can see to that is probably the auto aim assist tried to lock onto one and then the other one ran in front of it, so then it just knifed and defed up. But we all know how bad and unpredictable the knife can be in Black Ops. But I don't know, man. I think they probably need to do patching with the knife over sniper rifles or SMGs, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, like one of my subs has been talking about how I've been posting a lot of the same gameplay with a lot of the same guns, the gold AK mainly. But pretty much, man, I've listened to him because that's what I do. I listen to my subs and all that kind of stuff, and I'm bringing something different. And obviously, the Uzi is like the most different you could get. And I've obviously posted Uzi gameplays in the past, obviously not gold though, because they were earlier on in my prestiges. However, I thought that I've not posted an Uzi gameplay in a while, so I decided to post this one. And as for attachments with an Uzi, there's a few options that are probably going to work in your favour, and then there's a few options that are absolutely stupid. For instance, the suppressor is maybe a plausible one, but I consider running it either with the grip or with rapid fire because I don't know, when you're not really running rapid fire on the Uzi, it's you kind of put at a disadvantage because you're not getting as many bullets out as the potential that it should be. And personally, I think as well on top of that that the attachment rapid fire within the SMGs, because it's only in the SMGs, but the attachment rapid fire should be built into the gun from the start. You shouldn't have to use it as an attachment. I think it's absolutely ridiculous personally, if you ask me. And I know Fisticuffs has said in the past, and this is quite a long while ago, that it's generally just a bootleg stopping power for the submachine guns, but that shouldn't be the case anyway. The submachine guns should already have a really high rate of fire, and that's where I think the problem lies within the low usage of SMGs in Black Ops, because if the SMG usage was a lot higher a rate, the game would probably become uh, a lot more, what's the word now, complex and not as one-dimensional as to the way it is at the moment, and the way the game's kind of forcing you to play because of certain overpowering perks and weapons, and sometimes the community as well, and some minority of the community that choose to play in a certain play style. But we don't want to go into details with that. But anyway, as you see here, the game's wrapping up to an end. It's like 54 seconds on the clock. I bust up here, see these two campers. One in second chance, the other one gets it in the head. Put him down. And then the second chance, the guy just dies. Literally, he just disappears. But anyway, he's probably gone to hell. But anyway, it's go 35-9, and obviously I took quite a few more deaths because there's more variables to think about when you're rushing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and peace. Much love, Terry Tips.